If you want to grow your online business and actually enjoy your life so that you are not just building a job for yourself, there is one thing that you need to focus on. And when I say one thing, I literally mean one thing, because the one thing for you might be different than the one thing for me. The one thing that you need to focus on is the thing that is getting you customers, getting you clients, getting you prospects, getting you leads. Because you've heard like the 80-20 rule, right? It's like 80% of your customers, leads, clients, customers, prospects come from 20% of the results. And that's true. And a lot of times you can even boil that down even further into it just being one singular thing. And if we can become extremely proficient in this one thing and get it down to a system, get it down to very little time, get it down to a very simple model, then you can actually have time to enjoy your life. Because believe me, I've been there. I've done it. I've made multiple six figures online. I've grown a multiple six-figure online business. I've done all of these things, and there's always new funnels. There's always new things to try. There's always new methods. There's always all these new things, and there's shiny object syndrome and new thing syndrome. You see the new thing and you want to do it. And there's all these things that are distracting us, and a lot of times when we're doing the work, a lot of the work that we're actually doing is we're literally just being distracted by the new opportunities instead of just doing the one thing that we know that works and gets us clients, prospects, customers, leads, whatever it is. There is one thing that works for you. And there might be different seasons in your life and in your business where you have one thing that is different, right? If you were on TikTok in 2020 when it was first blowing up and it was first doing really good and everything like that, to focus on TikTok, right? And blow that up and make money from it. And if then the wave of attention moves to somewhere else, then do that and go do that and make that your one thing. But the problem is, and we get stuck in this all the time, and I'm not saying just one social media platform. Like if you want to repurpose it on other social media platforms, that's fine. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there's usually one action that you take, and if you can make it a daily input and do it every single day, that is something that I'm holding my clients accountable, as well as I told them to hold me accountable, because we are doing daily inputs, and I'm told them to focus on one thing, one daily input. And we're all holding each other accountable right now in our group chat. And I was not going to film this video today because I was up late last night doing a bunch of stuff. I'm moving in a couple days, and so everybody wants to hang out all at the same time right now. So I'm hanging out with like 3 people a day doing everything, and I'm literally getting like no work done. I've been getting back to a few messages, and my one thing is filming these daily YouTube videos, and I'm on day like number 16 right now. So with these videos, like I said, that is my one thing. In the past, my one thing was ads. That was the one thing that I was focusing on. Just ads in general. Not one ad, but just ads in general. So I had to check the ads manager every day, make sure everything was still good. If we needed a new ad, if one was underperforming, we had to recycle it and whatever. But that was the one thing that I was doing. And realistically, that didn't take up that much time. If I had to redo a ad, or I had to put up a new ad, or I had to cycle an ad because it got tired out, it got worn out, and I had to put up a new ad, yeah, that took a little bit of work. Managing the ad account took a little bit of work, a little bit of upkeep, but that was my one thing. And that kept leads coming in all the time, constantly, because the ads was doing the work for me, and that was the one thing, right? Now I'm at a point, so I've done organic in the past. I've gotten millions of views. I've done that boat. Now I've done, and that was organic with mostly Instagram and TikTok. Didn't really do Facebook and didn't really do too much YouTube, a little bit. But then my one thing was ads. And that's where I made a lot of money, made multiple six figures with ads. I spent $66,000 on ads in the last couple of years. Personally, not even, helping other people spend it, teaching other people how to run ads, running ads for clients in the past, which I don't do anymore, but I did that in the past. Now I just teach people how to do ads. I teach people how to do other things. I teach them how to build an online business that they love so that they can actually enjoy life. because I've been on the opposite side of that. I've been where you're making a bunch of money, but you're unfulfilled and you're not passionate about it. And you're just like, man, I'm making money, but this sucks, right? I've been there. I know how that feels. It does suck. And so what I've really boiled it down to is we get so distracted. Should I do a school community? Should I do Instagram DM ads? Should I do Facebook organic? Should I do YouTube shorts? Like, there are so many one things we can do. And what I've really boiled it all down to is, yeah, the 80-20 is great. Yeah, the focus on this is great. Yeah, the don't jump to new opportunities is great. That's all great. But if we can really just focus on one thing and get really proficient and really good at it and make it something that is transferable if something happens. So obviously you make videos on TikTok, right, in 2020, and you get a lot of views. And, you know, I did that too. I got millions of views, blew up some client accounts back in 2020, and I did that. And when the attention started going away from TikTok and I saw some opportunity in other places, I moved over to there. So that skill was transferable because it was the same thing, right? And so then ads, obviously I was doing mostly Instagram ads. And with that, Instagram ads, the skill of ads is transferable as well. So if Instagram ads stop working, or they don't work the way that you want them to anymore, or they're just not as good anymore, like that's kind of where I was at a few months ago. And so I'm like, all right, what's my new one thing? What's my next one thing? And so you have to find the one thing that you're either really good at or you want to get really good at, is usually a transferable skill, and it's one thing that can get leads coming in, leads, prospects, clients, customers, whatever. It can get those people coming in over and over and over again and every single day, preferably on some sort of autopilot, or preferably where you make one input and then you get people coming. So if you send out messages, that's one input and you might get an output, right? But if you run ads, you can do one input and then spend money to get multiple outputs. You can make YouTube videos to put one input and get the potential to get a lot of outputs, right? A lot of views, right? I mean, my videos aren't getting tons of views right now. They never have, because they were super niche before. I'm going a little bit more broad now. However, within this season that I'm in and rebuilding my business and rebuilding it in a way that it is really how I love to work, and really building a business again that I love, and doing it so that I can actually enjoy life, and focusing on the one thing, the daily input that I need to do, which right now is these daily YouTube videos organically. And I'm literally just focusing on that. And that takes me 1 to 2 hours a day. If it's one that I put a little bit more time in, it's maybe 3 hours a day tops, but it's usually 1 to 2 hours a day. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, I am moving in a couple days and moving across the country, so it's been hectic. Everybody's trying to hang out with me, and I'm trying to sell all my stuff and pack things that need to be. And even through all that, I've missed a day or two here or there, but I'm still able to do the daily input, because it only takes 1 to 2 hours. And guess what? That daily input is compounding. That daily input is working for me while I sleep. I'm getting views while I sleep. I'm waking up to comments and people messaging me on Instagram, which is what I tell people to do. If you want help from me, or you just want to chat, hit me up on Instagram. My link is in the description. And so because I do that, and because it's compounding, and because it works for me while I sleep, same thing as the ads, I am continuously getting these inbound leads, and I'm putting one input and getting multiple outputs over the course of the day, but I'm only putting a little bit of input to it. And so I really encourage you to find that one thing, identify that one thing if you don't know what it is yet, and find and discover that one thing that works really well for you, that you really enjoy doing, and is one single output that takes, maybe an hour or two per day, and is compounding and gets your business what it needs to grow, and gives you a life that you can actually enjoy, and a business that you actually love. So message me on Instagram if you need anything, and we'll see you tomorrow.